How are we? It's good to see all of your faces. Let's have some fucking noise, actually. Woo! Hello, and welcome to the AGT podcast. It's called the Network with AGT, recorded live at Studio 3. Please do not swear. I've already broken that rule, of course. Make some noise for yourselves one time tonight, the lovely audience that we have here. Come on, some noise. Yeah. Guys, this is the last show of season 1. We're hoping for a second series, so depending on how well you perform tonight, you know, it could benefit me. So let's use the vocal cords and we can all get some money. So we've had actually over 200 people come down to the first 4 episodes of this show. It's been amazing to kind of see how many people have connected and networked. We started this idea, me and Zach, in a bedroom, not like that. But it's amazing to see how it's blossomed, and you know, now we're here in front of about 50 of my closest friends and family, and the Riff Raff, obviously. He's whose list were you on, mate? Yeah. Lovely. So a special shout out as well to Emma and Ollie. They've actually been at every single show so far, so a round of applause for the guys. Love that commitment. Love it. So what is the network? It's a bi-weekly chat show where I have guests on who I've already worked with, and we also have musicians that I've worked with, and the camera crew, all part of my network as well. And obviously 3 is a network, and we're currently building the fastest 5G network. So just remember that on the way out. We've also got Tim tonight, who's going to be drawing a live cartoon of this podcast. So say hi to Tim. Man like Tim. Come on, son. And that's going to go on the wall. Just good side, yeah? Yeah? No, there isn't a good side. What a show we have lined up for you tonight. Let's waste no more time. I have one of the most in-demand radio and TV presenters and a vegan chef on a mission to get all that dirty meat out of our mouths. It's Gaz Oakley and Joelah Noble. So yeah, Joelah Noble and Gaz Oakley, it's a pleasure to have you both on today. How are you both?
Good, thank you for having me. It's good to be here.
And yourself, Joe?
I'm great. Yeah.
Are you not warm at all? Or are you?
I'm half hot, half cold, clearly, because
that's the look, though.
If I take
days,
this off,
it?
I'm going to be cold, and I can't risk that.
No, you can't have that. So Joelah, I'm going to start with you. So we're both Grime Daily presenters as well.
Yeah.
And we've also done some voiceovers for MTV and stuff like that. But I wanted to know, because I don't actually know this, how did you start off as a presenter, and how has the kind of the journey progressed? But before that, we actually have a little video
this is embarrassing
to explain what the story is with Joelah. So if we can get that up on the screen now and have a watch.
Oh my God.
Everyone, I'm Joelah Noble for Grime Daily, and this is your
Jeez.
And bigger and better than ever. With thousands of you voting for tonight's winners online, we've been truly astounded by the number of votes this year, an increase of 492% from last year. So that's mad. Alright guys, we're on day 4 of Brian Page's the Rough Squad Arts Foundation. And today, the thing about presenting, I'm going to be hosting today's workshop. I'm going to be teaching them the fundamental skills of the presenting, what it takes to be a presenter, all the traits you need, and I'm going to get them to do some presenting of their own.
The whole showroom.
Yeah, no, it's a good minute and a half of it. I'm getting all of our time left today. Yeah.
I wish I could see it.
It was 3 minutes, but...
Today we're going to be talking sneakers, and today we're starting with the Nike Air Max 720.
Jeez.
These are the Air Jordan 6 infrared.
Favourite trainers of all time, these, by the way.
In 1991, 28 years ago. They've been released 6 times, but this is the first time since 2000 that it's taken its true OG form.
Joelah Noble, everyone, round of applause.
Thanks, fools.
So how did you get into presenting then? What was the start?
So I started off actually as an actor, and it just wasn't paying the bills. I was also doing like a full-time job as well, and it wasn't paying the bills, and I thought I just need like another way to be in the industry and do something that like comes natural and something that I really enjoy. that I can just do myself. I can do acting myself as well. I can like film stuff on my phone. But presenting, I just felt that it was just like an easier way to get into it. And presenting has kind of taken over. So I got into it by creating my own online magazine that focused on interviewing like creative entrepreneurs from like how they became whoever they are.
Yeah.
These people, I'm not going to lie to you, definitely not going to know them. And if you look at these videos,
Go on, test me.
They're bootleg. I can't even...
You can't remember?
I can't even remember who they are. But shout out to them, and you're lucky
Probably
that
working
wasn't
at
on the
Asda now.
showreel, mate. I'm telling you, because that was terrible. It was bootleg as hell. However, like it just gave me something to show people, and it kind of put me out there for myself as well. And then connected with Grime Daily, started doing their weekly news. Did the Rated Awards,
Yeah,
and
we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah, that's just really how I got into it. My Rinse FM show as well that I have every week, Wednesday 2 to 3.
Plug it. Plug it, yeah, all
If
good.
you like hip hop music, old school stuff as well, then yeah, tune in it. But
there you go.
but yeah, so that's basically how I got into it.
Wicked. So Gaz, I want to introduce you, sir. So you're 27-year-old, chef, author, and YouTuber from Cardiff.
Can't believe it.
Any Welsh people in the house tonight? Just the one.
Yes. Where's the
Up
Welsh
the
Like your
dragons.
sister.
Yeah. That's not my sister, but could be. You never
Well,
know.
it's actually my girlfriend, so...
Sarah.
Yeah. Half Jamaican as well, though, so... yeah. Tell us your story then, bro.
My story, grew up in Cardiff, loved cooking so much as a kid. I was always into sport as well, so when I told my schoolmates on the rugby team or whatever, I liked cooking, they thought I was proper weird. But my dreams of playing professional rugby went out the window when everyone just got so
a
big.
knee injury, or...?
I just didn't grow at one point, so yeah, that went out the window. Took cooking more seriously, got my first chef job when I was just 15.
Wow.
I went full-time at 16, so...
Above board.
Yeah, it's still mad. Like 16 years old. I feel that was such a young age to go into such an intense environment. And I lasted 4 or 5 years in the industry because it is so tough, 80-hour weeks. But I wanted to be the best chef possible. I wanted to get a Michelin star, be the youngest chef to get that. But I left the industry because it was crazy. And then 4 years ago, I went vegan overnight. Never thought.
Any vegans in the house?
Yes, big up
1,
yourselves.
2. Yeah.
I never thought in a million years that I'd be vegan prior to this. I went vegan overnight and I started cooking again. The reason I started cooking again is I was like, what the hell am I going to eat? I didn't know what I was going to eat. So I started experimenting in the kitchen. All those professional skills that I learnt were helping me make the most amazing food. All I was seeing on Instagram was smoothie bowls and salads and that type of food. So I thought, let me show people how to make proper food that happens to be vegan. And that's when I started Avant Garde Vegan on Instagram, and it blew up. I'm now on YouTube. That's my main thing. Coming close, just gone over 800,000 subscribers.
Jeez. It's a lot of people.
Another 800,000.
Yeah. It's
Amazing.
and for me, like, I'm nervous doing this, but like if you would have told me that I would have been, on camera 3 years ago, it just I wouldn't have imagined it. So to be able to get to that mark just proves that anything's possible. And I've got a great team around me. But yeah, it's awesome.
I worked in a kitchen once, but I was a pot wash. So,
mate, you can't run a kitchen without one. So.
Well, exactly. Very important people, vital cogs to the machine. So, like you were saying there, you liked your football, you liked your rugby, but what specifically was it? Do you remember a specific moment where you're like, I'm putting the egg down, not the egg, the rugby ball egg, and you're gonna get in the kitchen?
Oh, I can't remember. I loved rugby so much, so it was hard to accept that I wasn't going to play professionally. But I just excelled in like catering in school, for example. There was only like 7 of us in the class, so it wasn't that hard. And I was so bad at maths and English and all that. I was always looking out at the sports field or drawing in my book. And then when I realised that I was actually good at this, I thought, let me take it more seriously.
Love that. Back to you, Joelah. So back in 2017, we saw it in your show reel there. You hosted the Rated Awards with Manny Norte for Grime Daily.
Yeah.
I was doing the yellow carpet that night for GRM, and I remember interviewing you, and I was looking at you like, shit, you've got a big job tonight.
Is that when we first met, though?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out today.
Because I watched the interview back, and you look like you're quite nervous.
Was I nervous?
Yeah, you stumbling a bit. But it didn't show at all because you did such a great job.
I was stumbling. Is that what you said?
Slightly.
Shame.
But no, I'm joking. You did a great job that night.
Thank you.
You know, the Rated Awards was, you know, an institution for how long it lasted for. How was that, hosting such a prestigious
Do you know
event?
what? Like, GRM Daily is a part of
The journeys.
the history.
The history.
Music, UK music history. And so to be a part of that is amazing, was amazing, still is amazing. I hope it comes back as well. I reckon it will.
I hope so. It
Has
was
to.
a good night.
Yeah.
Has to.
You're a big fan of GRM and
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of the urban culture as well?
Definitely, I love music in general, so yeah, GRM, they need to bring that back, definitely.
Yeah.
100%,
I think,
man.
The
yeah.
best moment ever was when, I think it was this first or second one, when Westwood and Charlie Sloth were...
Yes,
Do you
who
remember
remembers that one?
I can't remember that, but I watched that back so many times.
Because
So funny.
Charlie was gassing up, he won Best
Yes.
DJ, and Westwood came out and was like, I'm the best DJ. And it was a crazy
Yeah, that
moment
was
in
funny.
history.
Iconic moments
It
at
was,
GRM
it was.
Daily Awards.
So you've gone on to do a lot of work as kind of an influencer with some really prestigious brands, and you know you've done acting, like you said, modelling, voiceovers, presenting. What's your favourite thing to do out of all them?
Like, it's really hard to compare acting and presenting,
Yeah.
because acting is always like my first thing that I ever loved. Well, to be fair, music is really my first thing that I ever loved. I really wanted to be a rapper, and I just never like continued to like pursue that dream.
Any
Really,
bars
I really
that we
did.
can regurgitate for this evening, or?
It's basic. You can actually watch Rated Awards, and I said a couple
Okay.
words there. I ain't doing that
Off
today.
the dome, or
I mean,
pre-written, or?
it's a mad thing.
Fraud.
It's a mad thing. I'm freestyle queen, but right now I'm just, you know, not
prove
amped up
it.
enough to do it. Anyway,
In the eyes, shut up.
tell me to do Jay-Z or actually don't, because
No,
that's
well,
full of explicit
yeah,
lyrics
exactly.
that
We'll
we're not
save
ready
that
for today. But yeah, like presenting, it incorporates role play, it incorporates music, it incorporates chatting, shite, meeting new people, all the things that I love the most, travel, all that stuff. So at the moment, that's the thing that I would say is my favourite and that I'm focusing on.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So you also just started a new show, because you're a big sneakerhead like myself. Wearing some fire AJ1s,
these-
are they tonight? Or some
These
dunks,
are,
or?
yeah, the Jordan ones made by Alayli May. She's the second female to ever do a collaboration with the Jordan brand. So I love her and I love these trainers.
Nice. No, they are very cool. I haven't actually
Yeah.
seen them before.
My show as well
So
is
Save
called
Our Souls.
Save Our Souls.
Yeah. So that's your new sneaker show. Tell me how the kind of process went from thinking about it to actually producing it. I know Chris in the house tonight helps you with that as well. So
big up
yourself.
Chris, who gets all the fire in terms of my words, my actions. He gets me mad, you know. He gets me so mad. But yeah, like I'm a huge procrastinator. In all honesty, I'm really changing that about myself. But I've had so many ideas that I wanted to make big and that I just didn't really do. And then I'd see someone else doing it. And I thought, you know what, I really have a passion for fashion and also trainers.
Has anyone ever put that on their CV before, by the way?
Passion for fashion. If you
fashion
did, you
industry,
probably
a few
didn't
girls
get
up
the
there, I
job.
bet have.
Did you? Was it you? You put it on your CV? Oh. I didn't even think, it just came off the dome. It wasn't even like that.
So when did your kind of love for trainers start?
My big brothers are my fashion idols.
Okay.
So, I mean, just seeing them, like, I used to live in New York.
Wow, I didn't know
So
that.
trainer, you didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Bruh, I find any excuse to tell people that
Yeah,
I
no,
was
that's
raised
wicked.
there from 5 to 12.
Wow.
I went elementary school, junior high school there.
Wasn't
And-
on Wikipedia, that bit, though.
Yeah, add it tonight,
Okay,
please,
yeah, I
Alex.
will. Now I know,
To be
so.
the good journalist that
Yes,
you are.
exactly. The truth, and only but the truth.
So yeah, sneaker culture was a huge thing back in them days. Like when the 11s first came out, I had some busted old Jordans that were not the ones, and I remember getting laughed at. But whatever, like I cared about that stuff.
Yeah.
That was just a part of the culture. And then my brothers came, and they were just drippy, super drippy, and I've always looked at them as like, oh, I kind of want to be like you, and really wear the clothes that they were wearing, like the boys' clothes. And yeah, that's really how it started.
So you said the word drip there. My mum's actually here tonight, so can you explain?
Where's your mum?
Just here. Look, there she is.
Hello!
She She's all embarrassed, but she loves it, really.
gorgeous.
So what is drip? Can we explain?
Your necklace is an example of good drip right now, honey. Okay.
It's amazing
Just your
what you can
whole
get.
situation right now. You look beautiful. Really.
Amazing what you can get in Wembley Market these days, yeah? Guys, back to you.
Yes.
So, who's been to Wagamama's here before? Come on, I reckon more people have.
Don't be
that,
shy.
actually, yeah? Don't be shy. So Gaz actually right now has a dish or a recipe in Wagamama's. We're going to play a video of what you've created with Wagamama's now.
Hello, welcome back to the Wagamama collab series.
That's not me.
Today, my pleasure.
There he is, look.
That's me, yeah.
So Steve, welcome to the kitchen. We're going to create our Avant Garde dish.
We've got a bit of seitan with loads of fresh veggies and also the famous.
Vegan egg.
Oh,
So here's the egg white mix. I'm going to get those in the fridge to set. I like to think I'm a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to seitan. And the texture of yours is great.
so there's our barbecue seitan. Scoop with a fresh carrot, some edamame beans, and then we start with the hot elements.
Right, so it's down to me with the egg now. And this is my yolk. And in the centre.
See what we did there?
Stunning, that is. Really good. See it in the lab very soon. The Avant Garde.
Round of applause for that.
Thank you.
So we've actually done a bit of a Blue Peter because we actually have the meals right here, and we're going to bring them in and have a little try. So Zach's going to bring them in.
Hey.
Gaz was telling me, yeah.
Oh, really? Chopsticks.
So we're going to have like a live taste
I'm not
test.
cultured like this. What
If
is
I can,
this?
any forks or no?
Nah. So basically, the egg.
Not really.
Everyone asks like, why you're vegan? You're recreating an egg. When on my YouTube channel, someone asked me to do a ramen, and prior to going vegan, whenever I'd have a ramen, I'd have egg on it. Someone asked me to make it. I made a savoury panna cotta, this Italian dessert, with miso paste and lemongrass. That's the egg white, and I put sriracha mayo in the centre. And then this egg came about, just randomly. Wagamama saw it, then we got in touch with each other and came up with this dish. You're supposed to mix everything up together. And seitan, if you don't know what that is like an ancient meat replacement. It's proper
This stuff,
meaty. Yeah.
It tastes just like meat.
Exactly.
It's
So
not.
with my recipes, I don't do all that preaching stuff. I just want to show off my food. And by doing something like this dish with the meaty elements, the vegan egg, it will appeal to everyone, not just vegans. So that's the goal.
Well, I'm not a vegan, and I would eat this again.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it?
not
I've had
bad,
about
it's very good.
300 of them by now. So
That thing in the middle is really nice as well.
what, the vegan egg?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, thank you.
And this, do you know what? The what's
Seitan.
it? Seitan.
Satan.
It's the texture.
Not the devil,
Yeah.
not to be...
Yeah, not to be confused with the devil.
Lovely, man.
It's
The texture is quite meaty.
yeah, and it's got like a barbecue glaze on it. So
It does, that's...
it's probably quite cold right now, so
Yeah, it's been there for a while, so...
don't feel like you have
This
to
is
eat
a
it all.
salad at this point.
Yeah.
Round of applause, though, because this is bloody good. You should go and buy this. I like cooking shows when they give someone a meal to test, and then they just go...
Yeah.
That's just always the reaction, isn't it? They don't go, oh, what the fuck is this?
I'm quite softly spoken, so whenever I do a recipe on my YouTube channel, at the end I have to taste it. I have to like really...
Is it forced?
Really, no, I try and be as natural as I can. I'm very just like I am right now, quite laid back. But when I have to taste it, I have to be like, oh, like do all these noises, sound effects. And people have
Like in
asked...
tennis, when they...
Exactly. But the food does actually taste really good. I'm just not as as impressed by my recipes because
We should
I
be,
eat good
'cause
food
that's-
all the time.
I reckon after a night out, someone put that Satan
Exactly.
in a satan in a wrap.
Satan.
Satan. I would fully demolish that
Exactly.
and have no clue that it wasn't meat. So if anyone is hungry, we can put it in the microwave and send you on a doggy bag. So we're talking about cooking. Obviously, you're an author too.
Yeah.
2 books out: Vegan 100
Yeah.
and Vegan Christmas. The Vegan 100 book. Did you get that song? The name from the song? Keep it 100. Vegan one? No.
Yeah. Nah.
Because when I heard it, I was like, he must have,
there's 100 recipes, and I just wanted to be like, you remember when the emoji was quite cool? the 100 emoji.
emoji, yeah.
I was like, because this is 2 years old, that book. I was like, vegan 100, you know.
Does anyone else
or
get
100?
what I'm saying here? Vegan 100? No?
Nah.
He's on his own. On your own for that one, Ali.
And then, vegan Christmas, like, most of the time, it's quite awkward being vegan at Christmas. Not so much now.
What does a vegan do at Christmas?
Well, forever it was just like a nut roast. It's just quite boring. Actually, I'll make a good one. But if you go into like a non-vegan household, they don't know what to cook for you. So that's why I made the book. And then if you're just a bunch of awkward vegans, a family of them, then they need my book too. But it's getting easier and easier now with the supermarkets.
So we've got a book and a radio show you must listen to and you must buy.
I got a new book coming out too. I just finished it. It's in April.
There you go.
Plants Only Kitchen, simple vegan recipes for everyone. Wow. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, there you
Well
go.
done.
Thank you.
Is there ever a time when you're eating it and you think, oh, I'd love a kebab right now?
Oh man, I cook proper French classic food in the kitchens. I never had kebabs.
Good man, that's the answer
that's
you're supposed to
not
say.
my cup of tea.
Well, yeah, actually, that was, I mean, no.
You could make a Satan kebab.
Oh, definitely, yeah, I'd eat that. That's pretty
Well,
nice, yeah.
if you can get, I'd be involved with that.
Exactly.
So the recipe itself, it's obviously a lot of different ingredients. How did you actually think about getting these type of things in a bowl and then also packaging it in the right way that someone like Wagamama's? Because I know for a fact that when I go Wagamama's, it's katsu curry.
And for me, for a long time, it was
And
too.
for you, it's-
Yeah. You can't go wrong with a katsu curry.
Eat this instead, though.
I guess I've been cooking for a long time now. Just getting a combination of good textures and flavors is just what I know. It just comes naturally to me, like spitting bars for you.
Obviously.
You know, just that comes naturally to me as well. Sometimes,
A few drinks and we'll
if
stay.
I've had, a few drinks. No, I wish, but it comes naturally to me. I'm lucky that I got that talent.
Well, you certainly do have the talent. It is lovely. Like I
Thank
said,
you.
if anyone wants a little dip, chopsticks.
Yeah, Wagamama's
you've
just around the
got to
corner.
master that first.
No, it's lovely. So talk to me about the whole reason behind being a vegan, because obviously there is a kind of revolution that's kind of happening at the minute, where it's becoming a very popular and kind of worldwide thing now.
Yeah, it's on the tip of everyone's tongues, I think, nowadays. But I never thought I'd be vegan, especially when I was a chef cooking. When a vegan came into the restaurant, I would be like, God, this is a nightmare. What are we going to do? But that was 10 years ago. So I wanted to play rugby again with my spare time after leaving the chefing industry. So I started going to the gym, weight training every day, putting on loads of weight, eating like 5,000 calories a day, eating loads of meat, dairy, eggs, everything. And after a year and a half of doing it, I did put on a bit of weight. I thought I looked good. Looking back, I looked terrible. My face was about 5 times the size it is right now. And I had the bad pain in my side from probably eating all this protein. And JME, the rapper, he's vegan, and he's
He's a mad advocate for veganism.
and he used to tweet about it all the time. And I just started, researching it a bit more. He talked about one YouTube video that he watched that made him go vegan overnight, and he posted a link to it. And after just seeing what I saw on Twitter, it made me feel guilty every time I was eating meat. And I watched the video after having enough of that, and it made me go vegan straight away.
Straight away, just like that.
It was crazy. And then, honestly, the stomach pain went straight away. I was still going to the gym every day. I had so much more energy. There's a documentary on Netflix right now called Game Changers, and it explains why all of like high-profile athletes are now going vegan, because it gives you an added edge. The only thing I found difficult was, because I love trainers myself, was finding, I couldn't just wear a plain pair of Air Force Ones anymore because they got leather on them. But nowadays it's a lot easier. I'm actually doing a collaboration with a trainer brand soon. Of my own shoe coming out, and it's made from full pineapple leather.
Pineapple leather.
And it's made from the leaves of a pineapple. It's durable. It's got like almost like a suede look to it. So it's like quite, I'd call it quite rustic. It's really nice. So that's going to be quite big for me. And that's probably the first opportunity I've had to go into fashion, which is another big passion of mine. And just to help people, because like I said, it's hard to find a good pair of trainers when you have to avoid leather.
It's just, I've worked with you on the House of Marley campaign, where all the audio products are fully sustainable. They're made by bamboo, and that's something that you're obviously a big advocate of. Joelah, you've also got some collabs coming out soon.
Ooh,
Not trainers, but t-shirts.
Yeah. So one of my really good friends, she owns a brand called Dalmy. They've got a shop in Paris and now a shop in Hoxton. And it's just super natural, actually, how this has come about. They do streetwear predominantly, and they also sell like exclusive trainers. And we're doing a capsule collection called Time to Think. And I'm putting out a hoodie, a jumper, and a long sleeve t-shirt. And basically, it's just all about the importance of actually thinking for yourself, as opposed to getting all these messages from social media and TV and music even. As much as I love music, you know, it's all messages that are delivered to our brains on a daily basis. And sometimes we actually don't even know what we think about certain situations without thinking about what we've been told to think. So that's what it's basically about. But it looks really good as well. So
if we had a picture, I would... Are they sustainable though?
Actually, yes. It's actually vegan. She goes on about it. Good thing that it is now that you've asked me, innit?
It would have been awkward.
Jeez. Put me on the spot.
We killed 9 pigs to make this hoodie.
Trying to make me look bad out here. They're vegan. That's so sick.
That was so lucky they are vegan.
So lucky that I know that as well, because she goes on about how they're vegan.
Imagine you just bring it. Yeah, we slaughtered 9 chickens to get this this jacket. Can't wait to see it though. It's going to be lit.
Yeah, coming out in December.
So you've actually also been working in the football space recently as well.
Yes.
Been working with Chelsea FC, which is unfortunate.
A brief stint with Chelsea FC. I do support Liverpool. But do you know what it is, yeah?
Champions of Europe. Nice one, Jim.
All right.
6 times.
You're Arsenal. 2 Arsenal supporters. We just beat you the other day. But anyway, we did.
I was there, so we did.
Yeah.
So, get in your box.
Pipe down, honey, pipe down. So I did a brief stint with Chelsea FC for the Women's World Cup, and we followed the players who play for Chelsea, the female players, and for the different countries, and watched how it played out. None of them made it to the final though, but that's who was giving me the paycheck. Like, let's be real, the players go where the paycheck is, so that's what I did. But I still support Liverpool in my heart.
But how did you feel when you were putting a Chelsea jersey on? Because
I'm not gonna lie, I felt a bit funny
just for
about
the money
it.
as well.
No, do you know what? It's not just for the money.
Just said. No, that's what you said.
No, it was worth it for the progression of my career.
Right.
You know, it's conducive to me learning new skills. You know, I'm not really like a proper footy chick, so it was kind of out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
And I support Liverpool through loyalty, through my brother. But like I said,
you still wore a Chelsea shirt. So any Chelsea
if the players
fans?
could do it, then so can I.
Yeah, to be fair, the players do go for astronomical amounts. So
exactly.
You know.
Are you paying for my rent otherwise?
Well,
Liverpool.
No.
Liverpool certainly ain't.
Well, there might be soon actually, but that's a different conversation.
Hey.
In terms of working in football, I mean, we had Amy here, who won Best Football Influencer of the Year. She's obviously a female who's really thrived in this scene. Have you come across any people that maybe have batted an eyelid at you, maybe working in football, or is it pure love from everyone you've met?
Yeah, I mean, if anyone have batted an eyelid, then I just don't see the eyelid that's being batted. I really don't pay attention to that. I really don't care. It was very evident from working with Chelsea in the Women's World Cup that I was alongside another presenter as well. She knew all the stats and all of that stuff. I brought the fun, energy to the situation. I'm learning about football, and that was very evident. So if someone was to be hating on me for that, then it's just ridiculous.
Exactly, yeah. Well, I wanted the audience to get to know you a bit more. So we do this thing here, it's called Top 5s powered by 5G. So you have to imagine that I'm holding, I was going to say a wet fish, but because you're a vegan, I'm now going to say a bucket of cold beans.
Well, Satan.
That's what I thought about that. So, and I'm basically going to give you 10 seconds to answer, you have to give me your top 5s with the categories that I give you.
Oh my gosh,
okay?
this is
And if
so
you don't,
hard
you get
already.
a bucket, an imaginary bucket of cold beans onto your lovely hair and onto your hat.
All right, let's go.
So when I
Stressful.
say what the category is, I need the audience to count down from 10. And then
this
you're
is
on the spot.
pressure.
Yeah, of course it is. It's exactly what it is. So I'm going to start with you, Joelah. Right? So crepes. Top 5 crepes. Let's get 10, 9.
Air Force Ones, Jordan 1s, Jordan 11s, 95s, 98s.
That's 4. Is that 4 or 5?
No, that was 5.
Is that
I was
that 4?
counting.
Okay, we'll give it 5. Yeah,
Don't.
congratulations. She's very angry, actually. To you, Gaz, vegan snacks. Let's get a 10.
Seitan, vegan eggs, nuts, apples, water, and pear.
Is water a snack? Is water a snack? Is water a snack? Who's ever thought, oh, do you know what?
That's
I'd love
not
some
helping
water right
the
now. I'm really
vegan.
hungry.
Okay, all right, dust.
Dust must be vegan. Joelah, back to you. Brands, fashion brands that you like to wear. So let's get a...
Downy, Nike, Daily Paper, Pretty Little Thing, Fashion Nova. I'm not gonna lie, I don't
very
actually
fast
wear.
fashion brands at the end there that we don't really
Don't rate
advocate.
those ones.
I didn't even say Nike. They're really one of my faves.
You
Did I
said
say Nike? Oh.
You're wearing a
Yeah,
North Face
sneakers
jacket.
and
You could have
stuff.
said that.
There's
Sneakers
not
and
one
stuff.
of my faves. Fashion Nova. I'm
Fashion
sticking with
Nova.
it.
Hashtag ad. Back to you, Gaz. Welsh footballers. Let's get a 10.
Oh, Bale, Ramsey, Joe Allen, Chris Gunter, Robson Kanu.
Well done, yeah, that's 5.
Robson Kanu, where did I get that one from?
Not Ryan Giggs.
Gosh, Robson Kanu, legend. Do you see what he did in the Euros semi-final? Do you remember that?
That was against Belgium.
Yeah. Oh, it's quarter-final.
Quarter-final.
Yeah.
They're probably the only 5 Welsh players that have ever made it, or is that unfair to say? Or
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Bale's doing well though.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Daniel James, though.
Daniel James?
Yeah.
So earlier we were talking about
English team.
what team you actually support,
Yeah.
and he went, well, I like Liverpool, and I was like, ah. And he went, I also like Man City, and I went, oh. And then he said he likes watching Arsenal, so if you were to throw your hat down on a team?
Cardiff always. Oh, Swansea, sorry.
Oh!
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Just a Welsh boy. I like Welsh teams.
But is it Cardiff or Swansea?
If Cardiff was playing Swansea, I'd support Cardiff.
Okay, that's fair enough, isn't it? We can't argue with that. So back to you. I want your top 5 presenters of all time. So let's get a 10.
Louis Theroux, Davina McCall, Charlemagne, Angela and Envy.
No, the beans are on. They're cold beans as well.
There's so many.
Vegan beans,
AJ, Malajava.
Yeah. No, they're all great
Alex!
presenters. Oh, thank you as well. You know, that's not even what I was.
I'm sorry,
I was not trying to
I
do
hate
that.
that question.
So your favourite presenters who go by the name of AGT. Back to you guys. Welsh words.
Myself.
10.
Diolch, Howell, Ardderchog, Bendigedig, Sglodion.
Wow. So now we've got the words. So I want you to translate all of them
I can't remember
as well.
what I said now. Thank you, excellent.
Say the Welsh and then the translation.
Because I'm going to slip up here.
He wasn't speaking Welsh.
Diolch.
He was fooling everyone.
No. Trust me. Diolch means thank you. Bendigedig, excellent. Ardderchog, brilliant. What else did I say?
similar
Howell,
words.
bye. And I said Sglodion,
Yeah.
which is chips or sandwich.
Which is the answer to many questions in life. Chips or sandwich? That was very
I'm so
impressive.
sad I can't speak Welsh, but
But you know the basics though.
exactly. I used to know, Miss, can I go to the toilet? Because we only were allowed to go to the toilet if we asked in Welsh in school.
And what was
Yeah, can't remember.
that? Oh,
I used to wee myself a lot.
at least it was just we. So guys, can I have a round of applause for Gaz and Joelah? They've been absolutely amazing. We're going to have a 10-minute break whilst our artist sets up and sound checks. Akheim Allen, he's just been played by Radio 1 DJs Target and Hugh Stevens as well, who's also a Welshman.
Yes.
Big up the Dragons. So yeah, one more round of applause for Joelah and Gaz, and then it's music.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, if we could all get a bit of silence in the order. The presenter will be heard. Order. So I've got Akheim Allen who's about to come out. He's performing Waves Don't Die First and then So, which has been really championed recently by Radio 1, as I mentioned earlier. So if you could all please put your hands together and welcome Akheim to the stage. For the last performance on the Network with AGT. How you doing, bro? I'm going to hand the mic over to you. Take it away, sir.
How's everyone feeling tonight? Yeah, let's go. Well, I go by the name of Akheim Allen. This is Waves Don't Die. Could you turn it up, please? Let's go. Yeah. Whoa. Waves don't die. Dive in. Holiday days on the island. Should've gave praise to the pilot. Instead I gave change for the mileage. Waves don't die. Dive in. Whole world waiting on ISIS. Early 20s living in a crisis. Still tryna wood grain was the rain full up. Got sign for the brain pull up. Had a life get the best of us. Was young and considered us. Funny now all these issues, these downfalls turn to avant garde. My niggas on license cause I tried dirt, now the minds some days pull off in a 3, 4, 5 bar. 10 toes should've known better. Now it's all black good fellas. Every other dinner, couple goal getters. If you ain't bought a table then you better get it. Chosen to cradle, better rock it to the grave. Like a Malcolm in the middle, all my independent on a hustle. Tell him that waves don't die. Make some noise one time. Island, should've gave praise to the pilot. Instead I gave change for the mileage. Whole world waiting on ISIS. Early 20s living in a crisis. Still trying to chime. Waves don't die. Rick's take. We have to roll pool for Pete's sake. Or maybe that was all just for Pete's sake. I just want a ball like a PK. No face, no case to his CJs. These chicks want to save like the sea cape. So when I'm out making the bands, will you go run and get a cheesecake? He'll make a way thicker. He'll make my heart grow. Woke up and I got active on idols. Never come idols. You ain't in the cause you couldn't see the vision, I was focused. Now there's plenty more women in the ocean. Now my exes that are swimming still hopeless. As a donor, tell her swim till her waves don't die. Yeah, drowning. Holiday days on the island. Should've gave praise to the pilot. Instead I gave change for the mileage. Waves don't die. Dive in. Whole world waiting on ISIS. Early 20s living in a crisis. Still, let's go, let's clap one more time.
It's good to remember there are many factors. There's sound waves, which are caused by
Yeah.
of the air. There's light
Yeah.
waves, which carry
Hey.
speedy photons.
Yeah. Whoa. Yeah. Wait. Whoa. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, find yourself in days you'll find what's you. Build a bridge you troubled waters through. Dive and keep your head above cause waves don't yeah, find yourself in days you'll find what's you. Build a bridge you troubled waters through. Dive and keep your head. Make some noise one time. Hey, time. Woo. Yeah, bring me down, bring me down, bring me down. Yeah. Hold away, wait, hold away, wait, hold away. Waves don't die. Make some noise one more time. Like I said, I go by the name of Akheim Allen. This stage is gonna break my ankle. It's my last song. It's out right now on all streaming platforms, as per usual. It's called Sir. I need this one to turn up. Can you turn this one up, please? Let's go. Yeah, yeah. No sleep 4 days, 4 nights. Can't remember the last time I slept in a house. It's waves don't die cause I can't say how many times I served in a... Got 12 missed calls from a blast. She talk too much but I'm missing a mouth. And I ain't a beef all night, just things in the yard. Got keys to the... Dot the I's, cross the T's. Cut a fat, eat a meat. Then a steak at the end of the week. With click like yeah, Jay-Z. Big bag can't fit in these jeans. Man's lean off the VSOP. All the shit can't wall me down. Every day I jog and repeat. Step nice like a real shack of demons. Roll ting trying to tell him I'm vegan. Bet king cooked chicken no season. Nah, to treat him, love him. This crap off has been stepped on. Guys time this year been left on. And less on. Protect that heart with Teflon. I tryna swear. Yeah. That. How many times I surfed on the couch? Got 12 in school. Talk too much, I'm missing a mouth. And I ain't a beef all night, just ticks in the yard. Got I was lost but still I found my boost up, but no that's not. Gotta get narcos. So I was gonna break my ankle. Yeah. It's funny we see it on the gram. Man lose themselves for clout by one big bust down chain. Now you search for changing. Man's raised in the 9 with the stars. Could write my name in the cloud. Man's raised in north but ties in south. We're eating well. Her butt she chop your well. And every venue leave the with a reefer smell. A reefer Franklin Mason Grace. While we I'm with a beanie. Play your cards I will do. No sleep 4 days. Remember the stepped in the house. Make some noise one time. Got 12 missed calls from a blast. She talk too much, but I'm missing her. And I ain't a beer for night, just things in the yard. Got keys to the house. I was lost, but still I found my way. Blue star, but no, that's not bait. Gotta get it, no, I can't stay. 4 days, no sleep. I ain't tired one bit. One life we live. I'ma live my life. Make some noise. Thank you all. Make sure you follow me. Social media, Akheim Allen. Love.
One more time for Akheim Allen, everyone. Did anyone else notice there was a vegan bar in that song? It's quite inappropriate, actually, for today. Guys, one more round of applause for yourselves. You've been an incredible audience. This is the last episode of the Network with AGT until further notice. So much love to everyone that's come. 1 show, 2 show, 3 or 4. It's all love, especially the boys at the back there. Make some noise. They asked for a shout out, and I look at them, they're like, no, fuck off. So yeah, one more time for everyone that's been on tonight. Joelah, Gaz, and Akheim. I've been AGT, this has been the Network. Peace out. Jeez.